What's up, guys? And today I am back with another Total Drama video because I just love doing these. Clearly, for real, I do love doing these. Because I don't have to edit. So today I'm back at it. Also sorry if you hear stuff in the background. It's my parents. And yeah. So today I'm finally going to start doing some Total Drama what ifs. I've been wanting to do these for a bit, and today I'm going to be doing what if Ezekiel won Total Drama Island. I'm going to be doing what I think would happen if Ezekiel won Total Drama Island. So Ezekiel has an automatic spot in the finale to win. So yeah, I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen. So episode 1 and 2, the Screaming Gophers are still gonna win because fucking Ezekiel didn't do anything to sabotage the challenge or whatever the fuck. So since Zeke's not going, Courtney, sorry for the Courtney fans, but she's out of here. I think everyone has Courtney out first if Zeke's winning. So episode 3, I do not think that Ezekiel would really impact it much because Courtney didn't impact it much. So I think the Screaming Gophers would still win and Eva would still get out. So yeah, I think that would still happen. Episode 4, now, originally the Killer Bass won this, but I do think that they would lose this since Courtney wanted to wake Duncan up. Now, just because Courtney had the idea doesn't mean like someone else could have the idea. But I'm just going off of what the show gave for us to offer. So I'm gonna say the Killer Bass lose and held. Alright, so let me establish some alliances. So Tyler, Ezekiel, these three have a little alliance. Now Duncan, these three also have a little alliance. And Bridget's kind of just doing her own thing, and these two have the alliance. So I'd say that these three would probably. I wouldn't say they'd vote Duncan yet because of mainly because like Duncan hasn't started bullying them yet. So like I'd say they voted Sadie because she would probably do the shittest in the challenge. But everyone else would definitely vote Howard off because Howard would cost them the challenge technically. Duncan will be in the bottom 2 probably. Still, I feel like that either Duncan or Sadie, just one of them. Alright, episode 5, so I definitely think the Killer Bass will lose in this. They keep losing. Alright, so since Harold's not here, they're not gonna win. So, like Harold's like legit, like Harold's not here, Courtney's not here, like they're not gonna win. So, now this is where I think that's one of these two are gonna get out because honestly, like I wouldn't say anyone costed them the challenge. So I feel like they would just vote one of them out because they're annoying. So I'm just gonna take Sadie out because why not? Alright, episode 6. Now this is where I think the Killer Bass will finally win episode 6 because since Sadie and Katie, since Sadie's out, that would mean that Sadie and Katie don't get lost and they wouldn't cost their team the challenge. So I feel like that yeah, what do you mean what I feel like? I think Izzy's getting out because Izzy fucking scared them, made them like not be able to sleep most of the night. So yeah, that's a pretty obvious choice. Episode 7, alright, so since Courtney's not here, I do think the Screaming Gophers would lose and lose, not fucking win. Now I feel like Justin will get out. I feel like Justin would be the triple pointer. He would just not, like, he would have to lose his looks. Get out of here. Alright, so episode 8. This is nothing really changes actually, except for Izzy Screaming Gophers lose the first part and they would also lose the challenge because DJ, the GOAT. So now I feel like Beth would tell Lindsay about the idol, and that Lindsay would tell the other team, will probably blurt it out an accident, and then Like, I mean, Heather and Lindsay do vote with, these three probably vote, like, I don't know, Shauna or, like, Gwen. But the rest of the people vote for Beth and Best Out. So, episode 9, the Screaming Gophers are gonna lose again because, I don't really see anything changing, like, Ezekiel, like, none of the people who have, been booted didn't really affect the episode that much. So, I still think that Cody would get out and Heather would slither her way out of here. Or out of another elimination. So, episode 10, this is when the bullying starts. I feel like they would kind of bully Zeke, but at the same time, they would bully Tyler a lot more because he messed up challenges and is clumsy. They wouldn't bully the girls because, the girls. And this, also, I think Katie would join these three's alliance because she's kind of on her own, and I feel like Bridget would join this alliance. So, 4-3. I'm not saying the Killer Bass lose. I'm definitely not saying that. They actually won this challenge. Alright, now, you're probably going to expect me to say that Owen's out. Actually, no. I honestly feel like that he still cost them the challenge. But I definitely feel like that Noah would convince some people to vote Heather. Because Heather was a piece of shit this challenge. So, yeah. Heather's out, actually. Because it just doesn't really make sense. Because Beth's out. Like, there's no real reason other than voting Owen out. But everyone loves Owen. Who would want to vote this guy out? Who would want to vote this guy out? Anyways, episode 11. Now, this is where I think that the Killer Bass finally lose again. Like fucking hell. 5 challenges in a row. Alright, so the Killer Bass lose again. And now, this is where I think that, Duncan and Jeff were saying that, like, it's all banter. DJ bullying, like, Harold in season 1, that's not part of his character. I didn't like it. But I feel like he would swap over to this alliance, and this is the episode that Duncan gives back DJ's bunny. Now, would that still happen? I think yes, because he wants to keep DJ on his side, and I think he genuinely care about DJ, because, like, he's one of his bros with him. But, so I think they would convince them not to vote for Duncan, but for Jeff. Alright, so episode 12. This is where I think the Killer Bass win again. And, alright, so I don't really know what's going to happen in this episode. There's going to be no rigging votes in this episode. But I do think Noah would sadly get out. I feel like that people would these 4 get tired of Noah's attitude. And it would be like, I don't know, Noah and Owen vote Lindsay, and these 4 vote Noah, so yeah. Noah's out. Episode 13. Now, this is when the Killer Bass lose. I know Harold's not here, but we have Tyler. And I think he would do an even shitter job without Heather's shirt ripping off. So yeah. Now, I said that there will be no rigging votes in this episode, but there will be votes rigged in this episode. So I definitely these 4 would probably vote. Honestly, they would probably vote Bridget, and these 2 would vote for DJ. But see, what Tyler does is Tyler goes and rigs the votes to get Duncan out. Alright, so yeah, episode 14 is still non-elimination. I mean, how many boys are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5. Alright, so y'all are expecting me to bring Duncan back. I'm not bringing him back because, he doesn't really, I don't think he deserves to come back. He got rigged there too. Heather's definitely coming back. And, you know what, we're gonna bring Sadie back since Katie's still here. Now, I forgot to say this, but I kind of feel like that Zeke and Katie would get a romantical relationship this time around because we're getting a lot more development. So Sadie joins the alliance, and they got an alliance of 5. They are chilling. Episode 15. This is where I think Heather would go to these 5 since they were on the opposite team. They don't really know much about Heather since she got out decently early. And they would say that, Trent and Gwen are fucking, they're evil. Heather's gonna play the victim. And so, I feel like, yeah, these 6 would vote for Trent because, she wants Gwen to suffer. So, this is where I think that Heather would exposed Tyler, so she doesn't win immunity. She's not gonna get that luck bullshit. So yeah, I feel like I don't know, like let's say Ezekiel, the main character, the star, wins immunity, and I feel like she exposes Tyler. So episode 17. So I feel like Lashana would win immunity. Heather would win immunity for being a snitch. You know what? Oh, and you're gonna get immunity too for snitching. So, alright, so now Sadie and Katie, these two will get annoying fast together. So I definitely feel like that, like these two are spending a lot of time together, but Ezekiel wants to spend time with Katie. So I honestly feel like he would get DJ, Owen, Gwen, and Lashana together to vote for Katie. Or not Katie, Sadie off. These, like, Zeke tells these two that they're voting Heather. Obviously not Heather, Lindsay. Bridget, actually. Episode 18. This is, like, there's no real, like, I'm not really gonna change, like, episode 18 and 19. Like, they can't really change anything about them. Like, I mean, I guess you could change episode 18, but 19, like, you can't really change anything about it. But, like, like, these two don't really have any plot relevance anymore, so, like, just get them out of here. Alright, so episode 20, now this is the challenge that, like, you win the challenge, you do not get immunity. Like, it fucks you up. So, so honestly, I feel like Gwen will still win immunity, but, she doesn't win, well, she doesn't win immunity, she wins that fucking food that gets fucked. So this is where I think that Heather and Heather and Bridget, these two banding up, these two are like in a line. So Heather and Bridget. So I feel like because like Bridget wants to get like Zeke out or like Katie. I say Zeke more probably. So these two vote for Zeke. Gwen and Lashana vote for Heather. And these three decide to vote for Gwen because like Gwen is a pretty skilled contestant. She has won a couple challenges, you know. She won this one as well, so like that's an even more reason to vote her out. So Heather, you get your fucking way, bitch. So episode 21. This will the triathlon is here, so I feel like it would be these are the teams, if I am correct, Mundo. So yeah, now Heather would know about Ezekiel voting Sadie out. So I feel like Heather would tell Katie that, and Ezekiel would slip up and say that he voted her out. Now, originally Ezekiel was gonna be out, but I feel like Katie would quit because like she can't stand the sight of him anymore, even though he's gonna be voted out. But it's before the votes are revealed, so you gotta give her that. So yeah, I feel like Katie will get out there. So episode 22, Heather, just get the fuck out of here. I'm not having no damn parrot bullshit. Alright, episode 23 is a non-elimination. Episode 24, Owen and Ezekiel, the boys, and Lashana and Bridget. Who would win? Honestly, it would be Owen and Ezekiel, the goats, because like if these two lose, then Ezekiel's kind of fucked because Bridget hates Ezekiel. Now, it's pretty obvious that Bridget's gonna get out because Ezekiel just like Ezekiel doesn't hate like dislike Bridget, but like she's been gunning for him for a while, so I mean like it's pretty obvious that he knows. So episode 25, we got the final three, the goated final three. Alright, so now Owen, he's disgusting. He would do anything, like honestly, he would. And Ezekiel's got the biggest plot armor, bigger than Total Drama Island Heather's. So, Lashana, I am so sorry, but we're having an all-boys finale. And I think we all know that Ezekiel is the official winner, because he has to be. It's called What If Ezekiel Won Total Drama Island, not fucking What If fucking Ezekiel made the finale. I think you get it. So this is, honestly, this is what I think what would happen if, Ezekiel won. A lot of shit is changed. A lot of it is changed. Oh, God.